Hi there, welcome back to Black Cat Folk Magic. All kind people are welcome here. Today we're doing our week ahead reading. I'm finally getting it out on time, so that's great. Alright, as always, I have 3 groups to choose from. Use your intuition to choose your group. And as always, the timestamps are down in the description. We have, for group 1, the Mystery and Tiger's Eye. We have group 2 with the Mirror and Goldstone. And we have group 3 with St. John's Wort and Kyanite. All right. Like I said, the timestamps are down in the description, and I'll see you in your reading. Hey there, group 1. You chose the Mystery card and Tiger's Eye. So let's see what's coming in this week for you. I'm going to start off with an oracle card. Group 1. We have Thought. Somebody's been ruminating a lot about something they don't know. The not knowing is really getting to you, isn't it? Okay, let's get into your tarot and see what's coming in for the week. We have Wheel of Fortune. So we have another snake here, which, stands for transformation. So there's a change coming in this week. We have Ace of Wands with yet another snake. Wow, friends. We have Queen of Cups. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Hermit. My goodness, what cards. All right. Well, this is a big week for you. There are a lot of changes that are going to take place, and most of them are from the inside out. I think there really is something that you feel in limbo with. You feel like you don't have all the answers, and so you've been spending a lot of time making up your own answers and imagining what might be going on, and something's going to happen this week that's going to put a rest to that. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands. I feel very strongly that there is going to be a very fortunate new beginning for you this week. It doesn't have to be a big thing. For some of you it is. I feel really big energy this week. Things that affect your whole life. Others, it's just a footnote, but it'll send you on a path that feels better to you, I think, and feels a little more sure-footed. Excuse me. I'm seeing here that, I don't know what is driving down my street. I'm seeing here that for some of you, the way you present yourself to the world is going to change. Maybe you decide to get a new hairstyle, and then that, leads to, well, maybe I should get a new outfit. And then you're feeling really confident in your new outfit, in your new hair, and then you decide, hey, maybe I should go to this book club that I've always thought about going to. I don't feel like staying at home anymore with my snacks and my Netflix. I feel like being out there. And then when you're there, you meet somebody. It's that kind of energy. That's just an example that, I came up with. But I think you're really getting out of this hermit energy, and you're getting into some more movement. And I think this is going to really change the way you show up in the world for the next little while. I mean, it's totally up to you if it's a permanent change, but I do see that you're going to get some momentum here that's really going to start to feel really good. And people are going to notice you. And I don't just mean like in a dating sense, I mean your people, the people that you need to be drawing into you, your soul family, because you're being more yourself. And that's how they can find you, is when you're yourself, right? All right. Well, congratulations, Group 1. I'm glad you're getting out of your head and into the world. That's a wonderful way to spend a week. I wish you the best of luck. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Hey there, Group 2. You chose the mirror and the gold stone. All right, let's get started with an oracle card and see what's coming in for you this week. We have enchantment, the mirror enchantment, magic mirror on the wall. Let's get some tarot for you. See what's coming in this week. We have the Tower with Baba Yaga's house. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, friends. And we have Judgment. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's definitely a lot of renewal energy here. There's just definitely a lot in terms of wealth, fortune, your home. With this Tower and the enchantment and the mirror, I do think that there's an illusion that you have that you will break through. You will break through this illusion. And everything you want is on the other side of that illusion. You felt like keeping this illusion up kept you safe in some way, something like that. I also want you to remember that you have the gold stone, which is wealth, fortune, money, and you have all these pentacles. And you have the Tower and Judgment, which is a rebirth. I mean, starting from brand new. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this path is new. It's not a place you've been before, but you are going to flourish here. It is going to be fantastic. And so this week I'm seeing that you're making the first steps on that path, which it looks like this week is going to be breaking through that illusion a little bit. Maybe you had some self-limiting beliefs that you're letting go of. Maybe you're letting go of the idea that there's something that you want that you don't deserve, or that you're not worthy of, or people like you just don't get. Guess what? All that is BS. None of that is true. You are worthy to have everything you want. You're capable of having everything you want. The fact that you want it means it's available to you. You just have to find out how to get into alignment with that, okay? Now, I am seeing the Nine of Pentacles, which makes me think some of you, this does not apply to all of you, this is a collective reading. Some of you might strike out on your own. So maybe you have a business partner that you feel like is holding you back, but you keep telling yourself, no, it's too risky to do it on my own. And you break through that illusion and it brings you everything you want. Or for some of you, you're in a relationship that you feel like is holding you back, but you're too scared to move on. Maybe it's all you've ever known, or maybe it's what you've been comfortable with for a decade or something like that. So it's really hard to move on. And Spirit wants you to understand, if you're having those thoughts already, this is not for people who are not having those thoughts. But if you're having those thoughts already, that's worth exploring, because perhaps what you want is on the other side of making that change. This is a big week for you. This was a big week for group 1. So, I'm not an astrologer, so I don't know if anything's aligning in a certain way, but it does feel like big energy for everyone. Something is happening. So, congratulations. I wish you all the luck. I wish you the courage that it's going to take to do this. And I hope this helped you. And have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time. Take care. Hey, Group 3. You chose St. John's wort. I love this plant, and this is the time of year that it blooms. So it's really fortuitous that I drew this card out of the deck. I wanted to pair it with citrine. I couldn't find my citrine, so I just grabbed a stone and you got kyanite. I'm not sure what the significance of kyanite is, but you might want to look that up. But St. John's wort is a happiness plant. It's so bright and showy and happy. So let's get into your reading and see what's coming in for you this week. Let's start with an oracle card. You have nature. Well, that works together, doesn't it? What a gorgeous card. Oh, I'm being told to take this step. Okay. Let's get some tarot. Let's see what's coming in for you this week. We have justice. Fantastic. We have the moon. We have 4 of swords. We have King of Wands. And we have 4 of Cups. Okay. There is something that you've intuited that you feel like is off balance in your life. Perhaps it doesn't feel natural to you. It doesn't feel like you're in your happy energy when you encounter this thing in your life, whatever it is. This is a reading for the collective, so it's different for everybody. But for some reason, for some people, it could be like their job. Maybe it goes against their values. Maybe it goes against their natural talents, or it doesn't take advantage of their natural talents. And it leaves them in a place that feels unnatural and robotic and a part of capitalism instead of being a part of nature, right? Now, I know we all have to take care of ourselves and feed our families and that sort of thing. I'm not shaming anybody for anything. I'm just showing you the energies that might be coming up for you. And I'm hearing, now's the time to start working on balance. I'm not seeing any fast movement here. I am seeing a lot of thinking. I mean, I do have the King of Wands, which is fast movement, but that's not what I'm getting from this card. I'm getting the beginning of movement, the beginning, the planning stages, the thinking stages of how you can get into balance, how you can feel more like you're serving your purpose here on earth, that you're doing what you came to do. I think you have some ideas of what that might be. I think you maybe, there's big dream energy here. I think maybe you think it's not possible. And Spirit is saying, if you're meant to do it, it's possible. You're not meant to be a machine. You are not meant to be on this planet, to be on a hamster wheel. And I know that for a lot of people, that's a very privileged viewpoint, right? But I acknowledge that. But what I'm saying here and what I'm seeing in these cards is that Spirit says you're made for more. You really need to think this week about finding those things that you can do on this planet that serve the animal part of you, the natural part of you, who you are at the core without all these learned traits and all these expectations. Who is that? What is that? What is that energy? Spirit is saying, get to know that beast. Don't be afraid, because at the core, that's who you really are. Become friends with that energy. Become friends with who you are in your natural state, without judgment, without expectation. Become friends with that essence of you, because that's the only way that you can move forward and satisfy this need to get off the hamster wheel, you know? So I don't see any huge leaps like I did for group 1 or group 2 this week, but I do see a big change in the way you start to think about your life, your purpose, and your time here. All right, I hope that helped you. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Take care.